Hey everybody, this is CooMasterCoo here.
And this is DHaus.
Yes, we are. This is our first commentary for our a game we played a while back, the Jedi Trials, a Star Wars Destiny podcast. We're getting right into it here. Let's not hold anything back here. This is exciting. This is
right.
My first commentary. This is interesting.
Yeah, we're excited to talk about some games. This one just happens to be a mirror match of eHan, eRey that I played. I'm on the bottom on the Jedi Trials playmat, playing against Mr. J.D. Schaffner.
Yeah. So you guys went ahead and already did your mulligans and everything.
We did. We have drawn.
We're
We're both playing Starship Graveyard,
Mm-hmm.
so that's fun. So basically, I won the roll, I believe, if I remember correctly, and I just let him go first and took the shields. This deck in particular is around a lot.
Yes, which is why I'm glad we picked it up, because it is a topic of discussion in a lot of threads. Because I mean, it's some people love it, some people hate it.
Yeah, we see a cunning on his Han early.
Ooh.
An ideal play is so Han's abilities. Every time you play an ambush card, he gets a shield. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of ambush in there. I played Infamous. You see that support down there.
That's a huge card to play first turn, because that's every yellow card. At least one of them becomes ambush.
Yes, the first one essentially that you play, or whatever one you want to basically exhaust it, turn it into ambush. Mm-hmm. It's very strong. I did not get the ideal first play of the game for a Han Rey deck is to get Holdout Blaster. Mm-hmm. It's a gun. You place it on Rey. That gives you ambush. And with Rey's ability, it gives you another action, which allows you... I'm switching it over so we don't get our Rey dice mixed up together.
Very good.
That's why I did that. So if the dice ran into each other. So the ideal is to play Holdout Blaster, because then you can roll Han and then resolve Han on the first turn of the game. And so with that 2 disrupt on Han, you can mess with their resources and basically prevent them from playing anything that turn, which is pretty nice. But I didn't get that. Honestly, I didn't get that until like the final round of the tournament. I kept mulliganing for the Holdout Blaster, but
sandwiches.
Yep.
Oh, Sammy Sosa sandwiches.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, when are you fixing that?
Yeah,
she's laying down. Beautiful. What is that?
So it looks like I've got
two melee. Wait,
no, that's 2-3 melee sides with the resource.
Whoa! See, I forgot what even Han. I haven't seen Han in a while.
So he played his unpredictable with ambush, giving himself a shield and letting him react accordingly.
Beautiful. What a beautiful card for that deck.
Yeah.
Cunning, man. So what is it going to really cunning for you? I mean, what's going to cunning for him? What kind of cards are in here that you're going to see cunning used? I mean, is that something that I wonder if he played just because he didn't have anything else, or...
I think it was that case. I think we both were pretty disappointed with our opening hands. If I'm running Han Rey, I'm not worried about their cunning because I really don't have any specials.
Right. No force protection, anything like that?
No. The only blue upgrade is one with the force. And as you can see in my hand, I don't have any of that. I have some...
Oh, you have a deflect in there. That's good.
Yeah, that is helpful. So and negotiates in there. Negotiates pretty great in a looks like I'm discarding repost. Riposte,
what?
we call.
You're discarding riposte?
Yes.
You have 2 shields on Rey.
I know. But I gotta keep Rey alive. Typically, it's interesting that he's running Han Rey and he went after my Han, and spoiler alert, you'll see me go after his Rey.
Is that what you think?
And yes, there's so many shenanigans you can do with Rey if Rey's alive, and you also don't want them to get out there one with the Force, because that helps a ton as well. And so, for the most part, the right call if you're playing against Han Rey is to go after Rey first and foremost, because Han is going to be able to throw shields on like crazy. So if he gets fully shielded up, then all those ambush cards become useless later on. So. Looks like I resolved the 3 damage and shooting at Rey nice and quick. So
all right, yeah, geez, Rey. So I mean, it's a tough decision. I mean, I know she has a lot of shenanigans, but I mean, yeah, that would be tough to go after Han first because he's constantly getting shields, and it's just almost like a Dooku situation where you're just trying to throw all this stuff at him, and he's constantly mitigating that damage.
Yeah.
3 resources. That's not terrible. I don't really see that.
So again, he's going after Han. He is just then. So I took the 3 resources. He's got the 2 disrupt showing, but I feel like as long as I come out with at least 1 resource, I'm doing all right.
Oh yeah, and you'd rather him disrupt probably than try to reroll and get more damage.
Yeah,
that's not a bad play. It's just thinking about Infamous is really great. I mean, one of the things people probably say about this is that, man, there's not enough cards with ambush on them. Well, Infamous kind of shuts that down, I think.
Yeah.
Or on 2 of those?
Yes. There are certain cards, and not everybody does, but I think it's one of those, if you don't get the holdout blaster in your opening hand, Infamous is the other card you want in your kind of opening. Similar to, say, it binds all things when you're running a blue deck. You want that early on so that the earlier you play it, the more value it gives you. And so now every time I play Electroshock or Negotiate or anything like that, Han is getting shielded up. So there's that holdout blaster.
There it is.
That beautiful.
So she gets another action plus an ambush?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. So it's essentially this is where obviously I get the shield on Han, and now I have 2 more actions to pull out. And it's funny because at the table you can't hear this, but JD is calling every move as well because
he knows
what's coming. So
boy.
Rolled out 4 damage, and I did 4 quick damage to Rey there.
Golly.
That was huge. That was big.
A massive roll. I mean, that's just great. That's a good feeling too. When you kind of looking across the board and you're counting each other's damage, and you pass the halfway point on a character. Once you pass that halfway point on a character, you're feeling a little better about the situation. Maybe the cards in your hand that you may have wanted. No, he just did his holdout blaster. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's a few of those moments where we literally do the exact same thing throughout.
Yeah. So I mean, so you pass that halfway point, and you're just feeling good, man. It's a good feeling. But then man, that next, just like this, next freaking turn.
Yep.
Back at you, man.
Yep. So again, you see that, and he rolled some quick damage there, and look, he's doing 4 damage to me as well.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can see we've both done pretty much equal if you look across the board. The difference being my Han is there's
your Infamous, and you're playing what is
draw attention. Zero cost yellow event allows me to move 2 damage from Han onto Rey. And also is ambush because of Infamous. So
oh my gosh, you get a shield.
I move the 2 damage off, and I'm shielded up. So I go from 3 damage for Han being from 3 damage away from dying to now essentially 6.
Does that pass shield, or it moves it? You said
it just moves the damage.
Interesting.
Over. Yes.
Very, very interesting, that wordage there, guys. Move damage, not deal damage. Very cool. Just like backup muscle makes the same differentiation between the 2.
Yep.
Very cool.
So draw attention is one of those cards that comes in the starter that I think gets overlooked a lot, and it can be very powerful when you're waiting. So to move that damage over and to keep your guys alive. So
you just equip the hand cannon, man.
Yes,
this thing is a beast.
So overwrote the holdout blaster. Again, ambush gave me a shield. That's what I'm doing. JD's a great opponent here. I forgot to put because I already did the ambush, so he's a good guy, I think.
So he didn't have any. Did he have any die? I didn't realize. Did he have a dice sitting out there? Because isn't that when you equipped that blaster, you force an opponent to remove a dice, right?
That is true.
A die.
I love that gun, but those blinks can really hurt you. So with my next action, again with Rey, lots of actions, I just decided to reroll.
Yeah. So what do you think about? I mean, it's a powerful weapon, but it's got those 2 blanks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that defers some people to that. I think. I mean, but in this deck, it's got to be a must-have. Do you have 1 or 2?
2 for sure. So especially with ambush.
Did you pull those, or did you trade or buy that?
I think I pulled those.
Ooh,
yeah,
very good.
Yeah, it definitely hits hard. And the other thing is, you notice I put that holdout blaster in my, I overwrote it, put it in my discard. My plan in my head at this point is to get to the battlefield first so that I can claim that, put that holdout blaster back on my deck. So my first play next turn can be to play that on Rey.
In your deck or your hand?
or it goes on top of your deck.
On top. Oh wow, right on top.
Yeah,
Okay.
graveyard.
So I have not played. I do throne room every game, so I really don't.
Yeah.
So he rolled his Ray, and he got looks like a +2 modifier and a resource and a shield with holdout blaster.
Yeah. So
That
again, I've got 8
shield.
damage on Ray. Again,
Feeling
my
good.
plan right now is just if I can get that holdout blaster, which I just claimed, and you can see I put it on top of the deck.
There it is.
Then you get to mess with those Ray ambush shenanigans, which is why again you need to go after Ray first if you're playing against this deck, because you can't do anything about that damage when they get 2 extra actions from the ambush.
You're gonna want to focus fire on Han as much as possible. Just a constant flow of damage, because he's gonna have a constant flow of shields, especially
after Ray.
Yeah, after Ray. Yes,
Yeah.
that way hopefully kill Ray quick.
Yes.
And hopefully have 2 characters or more than one focusing on Han.
Yep. So he just played Repaste.
Repaste, love it.
So that's a good move. Obviously, when Han gets shielded up, that's the one thing. If you're not focusing on Han, he's going to have a lot of shields. So Repaste is a great thing. So and he just drew in another one. So, but again,
ooh, and a negotiation, man, or negotiate. That's a tough card to
now remember, I specifically went for the battlefield to do this move again, this holdout blaster, and you can do that with the DL44 as well.
There we got it. Yeah, there you go.
So now again, I have 2 more actions I can take.
I haven't seen any real. Have you had any problems with resources with this deck? I mean, seems like you have.
Sometimes, but Han has 2 sides of his dice are resources, and then Ray's got 2 sides that are resources. Granted, one is a modified.
Sure.
But you really don't. You tend to roll a lot of resources.
And you just take, instead of re-rolling, you just take that opportunity. I mean, you really have to do that once. If you, I mean, I feel like if you roll a really big resource roll and you have 3, I mean, you take that once, that's going to help you, I think, the entire game, especially if you really maximize those 2 resources.
Yep. So this was huge. I decided to roll Ray instead of Han because I felt like the damage was,
you had more
I had
dice,
more chance to do that. So I rolled well with those, got to kill Ray, and then also do 3 damage to Han quickly. So again, first turn of that round, I'm able to kill Ray before she can do anything and put some quick damage on Han.
Right,
and big swing in my favor after that happened.
Yeah, especially at this point, you got shields. You have a lot of dice out there. You're starting to get, I feel like, gain more confidence. Starting to make different decisions. Keeping certain cards grow more important. Other cards grow less important. It's very, very cool to see that happen and to have that experience.
Yep. Now it's interesting with Ray's dice in this deck. A lot of times I don't care what I roll with Ray for the most part, because with the modified melee damage and things like that, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the range kind of stuff. So that's what makes cards like Negotiate so great. Negotiate is a 1-cost yellow that essentially says remove one of your character dice to force your opponent to choose 2 of their dice and remove it. So it's great with Ray because I'm like, I don't care about that modified dice. I'm going to remove that and remove 2 of yours. It's a good control card, and
sure.
The infamous, it gives you ambush.
Right, dice that you automatically don't care about to use for shenanigans, right?
Yep, exactly.
Very cool. So what are you afraid of right now? I mean, obviously big rolls like this.
My big thing I think is I don't want Han to die this turn, because if it's just Han against Ray, Han is going to naturally shoot out a lot more damage than Ray will because
of his
of
black
that. So,
sides on his eliteness.
Yep. So I'm trying to. I really don't want Han to die. I want to make sure I get him shielded up. I'm not sure what's in my hand at this point, but looks like I'm doing Infamous to play. Looks like maybe an electroshock. Again, trying to mitigate the damage.
Because he's only got looks like a discard, 2 guns for a resource.
Yep.
I don't know what Han is. That a Han? What,
looks like a disrupt.
It looks like a disrupt and a shield on. Yeah.
So I'm getting rid of the holdout blast, just getting rid of the damage,
just in case.
and that gives me a shield with Infamous.
Because he does have a resource showing on one of Han's.
Yep.
So you're rolling Han.
So there we go. So we got 2 damage and 2. Looks like 2 damage. Or maybe that's a 3. It looks like a 3.
Good gosh.
But I don't have any resources, so right now it's that 3 is useless.
So Han sides, right? And so that's a 3 gun for a resource.
Yes.
And that's a 2
Yes.
for nothing?
2 for, 2 for 2 for just regular.
Just 2 to steal.
There we go.
Like I like to steal things. I don't like to pay for nothing ever.
Yeah.
Beautiful. God, that is just Han, man. Elite Han is. I remember how terrifying. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, to be honest with you, but
he's good. I mentioned this in the podcast, but he can suffer from bad rolls. There's a lot of times you just get you just don't roll what you need to roll. But
roll and pray, baby. Hope and roll.
But it does feel great to be able to play some of those ambush weapons early.
Mm-hmm.
And
Infamous turn 1, wasn't it? Is just magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not looking at this point. I feel like if I was JD, it's looking pretty rough. I mean, where the heck are my blaster upgrades? I would totally replace cunning. There's no specials out there right now, right?
Right. He's got holdout blaster. There might be another upgrade there. Sorry for the
is it cutting it off?
The angle there. It might. I can't remember if he.
I don't think he
played
does.
something here or not. Looks like I'm going for the reroll, try to get some other stuff, but
sure.
Still got that 3 range for a resource. Not great. Obviously, the +2 melee does not help me right now.
I would probably want to go first next round. I would wonder if I would just claim at some point if I didn't, depending on what cards you have, and that's not what you want to see whatsoever. I mean, that is a blank and a 1 discard.
Yeah.
I mean, do the discard, man. Is that is that still the discard on cunning?
Yes. So,
gotta do it.
It's interesting with that +2 melee that I've considered putting Awakening in there for that specifically.
Yes.
Really wanted to use that disarm, but
God, you're just seeing it, man. Everything you want. There it is.
To get that resource I want.
And how many you got? What, 2 cards
True,
in your hand?
But he plays Negotiate,
which
nice. Forces me to get rid of 2 of my dice.
Yeah,
so
might as well.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
So he prevents the damage, but
very nice, man. Negotiate, just great.
Great in the right situation. It's
and he claimed as well. He had to. So that's okay. So that's a great way to make something out of nothing. I feel like. I mean, now he's got a little bit of a better of a chance. He's going first. He can replace. He can have a chance to resolve his damage first. Maybe have a great roll, kill off Han, and all of a sudden, the game has changed. You know what I mean? So it's just a turn away. It really is a turn away.
It's very true. I didn't have any upgrades in my discard that I was going for, so
at this point you're just. I mean, your board state's pretty good. You're just rolling right now, right?
I'm feeling good with 3 resources. Okay. That's a DL44 if I need it.
And there it is.
They're good. So Jetpack is coming, replacing that Cunning, which is the right call.
Much better. Yes.
Cunning's an interesting choice in that. I mean, if you're playing against,
there he goes. I like that he switched to that because I have to lay my upgrades out like that. But sorry, I interrupted you.
You're okay. Cunning is an interesting. It's a meta call. If there's a lot of mind probes, a lot of force throws.
It's great to have at least one.
Cunning can. It could prevent your opponent from even playing a crime lord.
Very true.
Unless it's an ace in the hole crime lord, but
yeah. They always.
But I do like this because Hunker Down gives me it's an ambush card.
And there's no
because
melee
it's yellow
over
with
there.
Infamous,
Yeah.
and so even if he takes my shields, I'm gonna get shields back with Hunker Down.
That's just a heart. I mean, that's just a dagger to the heart.
So again, I go back to this is why you go after Rey first.
Yes,
because
probably
you can chase after damage with Han, but I'm able to recover a lot of that.
Fantastic,
along the way.
Like at this point, I'm thinking, where's my Infamous? If I was JD, that's just a shame. I mean, that's one good thing about this game is that, man, you could roll like a rock star, but if you don't see the cards you need, I mean, that's the beautiful duality of this game is that the dice and the cards. I mean, I've won and lost several games off of my decisions, cards and dice, different times.
So there's my DL44. I debated whether I wanted to play that yet, but because of because it gives me 2 more actions, I figured I might be able to get a lot of damage through with all these.
I like your arm technique there.
Yeah. Actually, that's something I picked up from Lucas watching him play against Zach Bunn. I was like, it's a good way to keep my dice in one place because otherwise they're flying everywhere.
That is not what you want to see. That is not the damage you're looking at. I mean, that's a plus, 2 gun right there?
Yeah, +2 shield, blank, discard, and maybe it's another discard.
Shoot, man, I may even discard.
So I discarded the second chance from my hand. At this point, I'm thinking I just need to get the damage through quickly.
That's not bad.
Not a great one.
You got a melee. I may have done Ray's two I may have resolved those discards. The way he's been rolling.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got some damage. Not too much though.
Strip some shields
again.
off
I guess I'm thinking with all the ambush I have and hunkered down, I can get the shields going. Second chance can just be demoralizing for someone going after Han because he come back and then you just shield up more and more.
Yeah. Which is something interesting. I've heard that now people are talking about that if it comes to the end of the game, you can damage yourself to do second chance.
Yep. So he just played shoot first. So I got greedy. I played the resource. So he got to resolve a gun and then remove one of my guns, and he's got ambush, so he got a shield out of it. And I remember kicking myself, thinking I got greedy. I wanted to roll out Han, and
see if you'd have discarded, you could have got rid of that.
Should have just resolved. But I think I was waiting because I wanted to roll that DL44, and if it's modified, I wanted to be able to do it. But again, in retrospect, you kind of look back at these moments and think, oh, I don't know why I did that, but
there was a reason, though. Yeah, I mean, you're in the moment. You're with the other person, your opponent in person, and you just get these gut feelings, and you go for it. But no, I mentioned the second chance. I saw that. Is that a thing? Can you actually damage yourself to do second chance and get that? I mean, I meant to do that in the podcast, but it's up for debate. I just wanted to throw that out there to everybody.
I don't know. I need to look at the rule book. I don't know if the idea being it may save you a game that goes to time if you damage yourself with second chance and get your health back.
That just seems grimy. But I'm sure there'll be a ruling on it. Interesting concept and discussion. So we've got
So I got my damage out now. So that helps.
Resource, yeah.
Yep. Able to resolve a quick 5 damage on Han, get rid of those nasty shields.
Yeah. Oh boy. So
I'm feeling pretty good at this point.
You're just holding out the storm. I mean, second chance could help him at this point, but it's really just kind of, I don't know, this is rough. But I say that in this game, and I'm proven wrong every time. So let's see what he's got here. So he's already, what is he gonna do? What has he got showing? Is that a one? Is that 2?
It's a 1 disrupt on the jetpack, which is always the side you don't want to see with the jetpack.
Well, I mean, yeah. So did he have that disrupt when you rolled?
Jetpack.
Because I want to know if he could have disrupted that resource before. No, you had 2. Daggone it.
Yep.
So that's beautiful. So you got a blank on that. I mean, do you want to go first next round? Or are you about to claim and just forget the blaster?
I think I did.
Because if you go first. I mean, that's just.
I think
because he could do he couldn't do the shoot first because he didn't have any dice out there.
Right. So again, if you're playing Rayhan, you really if you can get rid of these ambush cards, protect or stop Han from getting all these extra damage sides, that helps a lot. Looks like I'm able to do another 3 with that DL44. Again, that thing packs a punch. So it looked like he had claimed, and I had a chance. I discarded the electroshock to reroll, and it was my one shot, and I got the damage.
I mean, you gotta. Why not? At this point, this is tough. This is really, really tough. I mean. How much does second chance cost? 3?
Yes. Yeah. So right now I don't have it. What I need,
you need more black sides, and that's. I mean, 2 jetpacks seem cool at first, and then you start realizing that you need more black guns out there to really utilize those modifiers.
Yep. So he's loading up on the ambush as well. He's got a couple going, so he's. Shielding up, protecting him, trying to get that.
See, there you go. I mean, that's just
that roll.
Goes to show you, game's not over yet, folks. Game's not over yet. Yeah. So he rolls, and that is
again, that DL44 can just break your heart with a double blank. It hits hard, but it misses really hard too. So getting rid of the damage he has already.
There you go.
With some deflect.
I mean, that deflect can be just a nail in the coffin, man. I mean, especially you see that end game, and it's a situation like this. Plus, it's a great damage removal. Plus, it's doing damage to me. It's going to do 1 damage pretty much no matter what.
Yeah.
And against Han, possibly 2. So he rolled the blank and the resource on a blaster.
And three damage for...
oh, boy.
So that gives me a shield with unpredictable. Oh. Again, it's a heartbreaker, man.
My heart hurts.
It's great. It's real fun.
It's real, man. This is real life.
Now, one of the things you'll notice, I did not get one with the Force out in this game, but one with the Force on Rey with this deck is very, very, very strong.
Absolutely.
It's got that focus, the 2 focus and 3 focus side, which really helps with all that.
Interesting.
So Infamous turned that into basically an ambush upgrade. So now I've got 2 more actions to roll.
Why not?
So
golly.
Here comes Christmas
At this
tree
point,
Rey.
I feel like you're trolling just by getting all these shields.
So looks like I did not roll out the damage I needed.
Oh, wow.
Because I was hoping to just be able to kill him real quick.
Awakening would be fantastic right about now.
That is true. It's true.
Oh, boy. So you got a discard here to re-roll everything unless... I mean, there's really nothing... I don't know. God, this is tough. I'm not sure what he's got. I haven't seen it.
Decided to go with Han.
I think he's played Negotiate.
Lots of Disrupt.
Yeah. I think he's already played 2
I've got
Negotiate.
5 Disrupt showing right now. So try to Crime Lord me, I dare you.
Oh, and he has to throw away his Deflect. Oh, boy.
Yep, just to get stuff out there.
Well, there you go. Resource, and was that a 3 gun for a resource?
Yes.
And a blank.
But isn't it amazing that Han had no shields and then
boom, shields
up to full shields again.
And I don't think you've even hunkered down yet.
That's true.
So there you go.
So those dice and lots of blanks again. Isn't it beautiful?
Fantastic.
That's why I said Han Rey, man. Sometimes you just can't roll what you need to, but I do have 1 melee damage.
It looks like you have a disrupt
showing from Rey.
So you're just going to disrupt his resource that he does, probably. Yeah.
Yep.
Or you may not care. No, you care. God, I mean, really though, that was just.
Did I? I must have missed. I don't know why I didn't just use the melee and kill him. I decided to make it even worse for him and just disrupt his.
That's
resource.
true. You dirty dog. Why did?
I don't know. Because he's got second chance. I'm sorry. There you go. The second chance was off screen. That's why.
Why did he do that? So that's what it was. Okay.
So now he. I totally forgot about that. So now I've got to do 5 more damage to him.
So he had second chance for what? A lot of the. I don't even know when he played it. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
going for another God roll. Let's
this was the first time I've ever
try to get some good stuff. He moves out of the way because there's so much dice, man. And I've got 5 damage showing, and
there it is.
There it is. That's the match.
Wow, that was fast. I mean, that's just there was. You both know your decks very well, and you understand the game. So, that just felt like there was really no time that you guys knew what you were going to do every turn of the way. There's this 2. Oh, there they are down the bottom of the deck.
Yep. He did comment at the end that he said I should have gone for Rey first, and I agreed. I think so. If you're watching this and you're saying, "Oh, how boring of a
thumbs down
of a mirror match," just know if you're playing Han Rey, man, go after that Rey. But great game with JD. Yeah. Really enjoyed it, and it's a fun deck if you want to try it out.
Absolutely, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and may the dice be with you.